Hey guys, what's going on? It's Brandon. So I've been making random phone calls to people tonight, just telling them how much I appreciate them. There's a lot of people in this Vet Titans group, man, and it's like, in a weird way, like I know it sounds over the top. It's like you guys like saved my life. I can't explain it. Like it's really nice to have people who understand what the fuck you're talking about instead of you think you're going nuts. And don't get me wrong, you can say I'm going nuts. That's fine, but anyway, what I want this video to be about is a few different things. First of all, I want to re-mention the PFAS stuff because it's super important. I'm going to put a link in the description, in the comments. You got to watch the documentary about this PFAS stuff because it's a really big deal. I didn't fully understand it. I thought I did, and I didn't. I watched this really well put together documentary, and it's really good. And that's going to segue into me doing my drama queen complaining, I guess. I don't know what the word is. So those of you who've been with the channel for a long time, you know I have these certain, so I got stuff that I'm inventing for the C8, that's fine, but I've got these other inventions that I've had for a long time. I talk about them, I call them websites. But it's like whole new processes. Then once the masses see it, it's just, people are gonna go, holy shit, how did nobody figure this out before? And it's like a plug-in that hooks into eBay, hooks into Amazon. I can't explain it. Hooks into everything that has to do with commerce. But for some reason, when I was really gonna release this stuff in like 2014 was the first time I was really gonna release it. I had everything drawn up and like ready to go. Something happened. Like 2000, let's just put it this way. I've had hurdle after hurdle after hurdle in my life, but the hurdles kept getting bigger. And you would think that that would stop. You would think that the hurdles would get smaller, but they've gotten bigger, and it's stuff that's usually out of my control, where it wasn't anything that I could have changed or stopped or whatever. It's just crazy shit. Stepdad passes away, just all kinds of stuff, just different things along the way. And, huge family dramas over certain things that aren't really my doing, that I don't want any part of, but it's like I'm negatively affected by certain things. But anyway, so originally I invented this thing. I figured, it'd be like cool for the car marketplace. Then I realized, oh shit, this goes beyond cars. This has to do with every little knickknack and things that are being bought and sold, from printers to ladders to whatever. And then it's like, oh shit, this goes even further. People could use it to buy food and everything like that. But we're gonna come back to food because I didn't realize the magnitude of what I'd figured out yet. And I'm like, we could use this on houses and property and land. It works for everything. So then that happened, and then I realized so I always follow my gut in life, and believe it or not, I know you guys think this is bullshit, but believe it or not, my gut said to make these videos, the Vet Titans stuff, talk about the problems of the Corvettes, because from my conscious point of view, it was like, this is like a pure goal, like a pure moral goal. It's like the Corvette not handling right and surprising people and doing weird things. This saves people's lives. So I'm gonna make videos about this. And my gut really stuck with this. And then I really sat there and, badgered GM, obviously. You need to fix this, you need to fix this. Did they fix it? No. Okay. So then I really got to thinking about how can we make GM fix this? Like, how can we put them into a box? Like, take legal action, do this, do that. What's a time-effective way to get this to happen? Because when you sue anybody, whether it's GM or whoever, it takes a long time. And by then the C9's already out, and it's like, what the fuck are we wasting our time for? But the point is, then all of a sudden, my website technology, like I had this eureka. I'm like, oh my God, you can use this technology to motivate people to make things the way you want them made. Holy shit. And so I got to thinking, okay, we can use this for cars, and I can start it out with the Corvettes and then segue into all other cars, which I still might do, don't get me wrong. And so then it's like, okay, I'm ready to move forward with this. Let's do this. So I try to go back to work to just get a steady job, making, decent money. And I was like, I'm going to do the job, the 9 to 5 kind of job, whatever it is, and finalize my patents and submit my patents. I had this really bad feeling inside. And it was like, you are in danger, you're going to die kind of thing. And I got these little black spots on my stomach and on my back, but they're gone now, thank God. But I had them last fall, coming into the winter. I wasn't feeling well. And so I changed my diet around. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to release this thing that I've got. I'm going to move forward with it. And my gut would keep taking me away from it. It's like, no, you're not ready for that yet. You go over here, fuck around with Corvettes some more, fuck around with this some more. Go buy a transmission from, Fuel Tech. Go pick up a used transmission from them and just put it in the garage and look at it. And sure enough, thank God I did that. Because originally, I'm not complaining. I'm very thankful for Anderson Dick. He's a really good dude. Originally, I wanted Anderson to 3D scan a certain part of the DCT and just get me the file. And he's a logical guy, obviously. He's a genius in many regards. And he's like, what's it cost to 3D scan things normally? $500 or $1,000? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'll sell you the transmission for this much money. Just come get the whole damn thing. And I'm like, oh, but then I still got to 3D scan it. So it kind of defeats the purpose. But it was a pretty good deal on the transmission. So I was like, okay, I'll go buy the transmission, I guess. So I take a trip to go pick up the transmission. Almost hit a deer. Still have the deer hair in my van from when that happened. On the side, little magnet thing on the rear. But anyway, it's just, I always just kind of follow my gut. And my gut said, go buy the transmission. So I was like, okay, buy the transmission. Had I not bought the transmission, I would have never figured out the thing that I'm about to file patents on. I wouldn't have the things made that I have made. They're 20 feet from me right now, 15 feet. But, okay, so while I'm putting that together, and that's going to be like the bread and butter, basically, so I can, move forward and just pay bills and be comfortable, get that thing launched, the product that's going to make the Corvette world a better place. I came across this documentary, and I'm going to show you guys this. You need to watch this documentary. Where is it at? I just put it back up on Facebook a second ago. Oh, before I forget, I just put this up on Facebook too, which is the 2023 through 2026 Z06s and zr1s have a gas fill recall. Not all the cars. They're trying to figure out which ones need the, but they've issued a stop sale, General Motors has. So here's the piece of paper. You're not going to be able to see this shit. You can barely read it but there's the piece of paper. If you get on the Vet Titans group, you'll find that piece of paper. And it's the GM source, and it talks about the stop sale and some of the cars. So, which means Chevrolet stores are not allowed to sell new nor used cars if they have an open recall. So Ford stores can still sell the car. You can still sell the cars to your buddy, but GM cannot sell the cars right now until they're fixed. This is the documentary. It's called How One Company Secretly Poisoned the Planet. Okay? Watch that documentary. And you think you know what it's about, but then you watch it all the way through and there's more to it. If you're savvy, you're going to realize there's a lot to this thing. I'm realizing why the world stopped me from releasing the technology. I've talked about how the technology, when I say world, I'm talking about like the universe, like the higher power. I've talked in the past about how the technology is going to make it so that technology advances at a very rapid pace. So think lasers and bombs and bad things that are gonna harm people, rays, things like that. So I've been really struggling to think about, okay, how do we police this website technology that I've invented? Because currently I've identified some of the task forces. I'm not going to sit here and brag that I know them all, but a lot of them are magic tricks. I've identified the task forces that are keeping this world in one piece. And I become very irritable because when I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in life and I feel like I'm going downward financially and just downward, backward, and I'm like kind of lost without a cause from my friends on the outside looking in, they're just like, this guy's a fucking loser. What's he doing? You know, do something. So I've got my busybody friends, and I'm very thankful for them. I'm glad that they're the way that they are. It's like the yin and the yang. I'm not the busybody, okay? I'm a thinker, man. I'm sitting here, you know, and even when I'm driving, even when I'm talking to people, I'm thinking about other things. All I'm going to say is my technology solves the food industry, okay? And I'm not going to get into it. But it also solves that thing on the documentary. And now I realize I'm rubbing some big toes. Anyway, I got to take this call. See ya.